There's going to be a bit of a fight on the outside. And it is literally called outside. Deagle not connecting with anyone at the moment. As play has... It's not going quickly. This is a very slow round for Absolve. They want to try and definitely guarantee some kills, but Raptor's going to deny Absolve that man advantage.
Instead, they go towards A with the remaining players jumping in now from lobby. Good flash onto Sosa. The frag's on Braxy as Leo keeps a hold of it. Still hunting. He's so really just all over the place. Oh, and he's faked it again. He's taking way too much time now. He has to just stick it, but he's not. Pawn has read him like a book, and that's a round that Absolve definitely shouldn't have won, considering one player had armor.
Pawn is dancing like a god. Like, a lot of people would think it's about the kills. No, he just demonstrated patience and discipline. He could have ran out if he wanted to with that deagle and hoped for the best, but that trigger discipline to decide not to shoot, just to play with his prey. Oh, never play with your food, children, because stuff like this happens as Edgy gets the kill on Leo, starting this round off.
They're going up. They're going into the B site and nothing's going to stop them. Well, so might, but not for very long. Cebu swiftly takes him out of the round and plucks out a win for Absolved. At least the bomb platinum. This retake will be tough, won't it?
I just want your commentator curse to kick in, because you're already saying early it's already a win. Like, you've got the Krieg and an AWP.
What was that?
Okay, now just an AWP for Raptor. We've seen him do plays, but no, he is actually going to step back and save that AWP, which with his money you don't want to lose that $150.
No, but on this map it is very difficult, especially on that B site too. Once the T's are in, you cannot. It's like a rat infestation. You cannot get them out. You just have to move. Maybe save all your possessions. Try and just move into a new house or a new flat, because they are not coming out of there, especially when they're Swedish rats, like the ones on Absolved.
Yeah, it's one of those maps where I always think it's a bit like Marmite. You either love it or hate it because of those reasons. How it's hard to sometimes it's hard to get the execute and push on to past these choke points, but also some people love that. I'm one who dislikes Dust too. I don't like it. You can roast me all you like, but it's too close. But we're seeing quite an aggressive play by Horax. That's gonna be 2 for Gigazol.
I mean, you claimed Raptor was more the playmaker on Horax, but I'd argue Gigazol has been through this season quite the playmaker for them. 4 kills. Never mind. Arianto's just there always with the flick, because he always seems to do it. But just as I say that, I may have just cursed him, much like you cursed Gigazol.
2 HP with his CZ, but Leafy get him 1 frag, and that will be a Krieg for him. An upgraded weapon, that's what he needs. Oh, evades Evolution's AK. Only just. Loses a little bit of health. The play calms down. Bit of control, attempt of control for Banana. It's going to be made as Spicy and Evolution are going to start moving up. Or make them believe so as they make a rotation back. They're going to head towards A. 55 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to execute soon. Smoke going down. And out goes the flash. But look at this angle. Leafy holding the tightest of angles. He's going to spot one. Taking down Evolution. Brilliant work. And they're deciding not to go short. They know someone's there. So, go through arches. Spicy needs to check this gap behind him. He does! Taking down Rocky. Leafy holding this pit position. And he's going to find Spicy, who got the kill. Basically trading back. But Robic saying, no, Leafy, that's enough. Bomb going down. Basic putting this down onto site. 2v2. Reapers could go for this. Deny and possibly damage the economy of Clanquark. They're not in the most comfortable positions. They've got some of the players at 5,000, 6,000, but They need this frag. An AK's been picked up. From my opinion, it's better to save it. 2 HP is not an amount of health you want. As you can see, Penisor is going to move back. Save that AK. And he's going to run all the way to Banana. Save it. And he gets killed from that distance? Very bizarre. Very bizarre.
They're going to quickly drop back. And they're not going to allow Signer to push up Banana, which is what they allowed them to do earlier rounds. As we're going to see the boost, probably my favorite boost, coming to play. And it seems like Signer don't know what to do at the moment. They're just stuck.
Zenith needs to be incredibly careful. He steps in a molly and he's pretty much dead. And that's the power of Expectations' utility. 2 nades pretty much in that corner and a bit of molly damage as well. Able to put him so low.
Not much that Signer can do except look at the other site, see what they can get there. But again, 3 strong players trying to deny this push. "30 seconds left on the clock. They need to choose a site now and commit to it. They are running out of time, and they're going to decide the A site, but unfortunately, there are 4 men onto this site, and this is going to be a hard push to, hard execute, my apologies, to get onto the site. Fremos, that cheeky self-boost, getting himself above the boxes, will get the second, and this is not looking good. It seems like Signer are going to retreat. They're trying to save what they have. The Vibra will take down 1. I was going to say no expectation, trying to eliminate all weaponry that they owned.
That was close. A few more seconds, I think that might have been another weapon gone for the T side.
Another second indeed, and bit of deja vu happening here. As if you've only just joined, map 1 went to no expectations. That's onto Zenith. Rubik's. But Rubik's, I swear this kid is seeing through things, because that's the 4th possibly kill through a smoke. I'd like to make it clear I'm not accusing this guy of wall hacking, but Jesus, man.
That was also incredibly lucky from Zenith as well. Zenith was able to get the headshot, put Rubik's down to 10.
Game sense at its finest. The only way to describe that brilliant play. This again, leaving on the back foot.
Signer just keep halting every time they take some kind of control, or if they get shut down by expectation anywhere. Oh, Barbu, a bit of a flaky grenade there.
That flaky flash will lead information for Signer. Not Signer, no expectations, and they're going to capitalize on this and deny any pushes. You can see utility, if the observer's on it, was especially at top at mid to happen. Fremos using that self-boost spot again, was going to try and catch 1 player out, doesn't exactly. Coming out from apartments, and Tixie, Tickly, sorry. I called him Tixie.
And also Rubix was able to find one of those players as well.
5-0.
Cut this off. Give them less areas to check at once. There are 2 players here.
Rubix had his crosshairs right on him, but looks away at the wrong time. Fremos holding well on side. That's 2 for him. Brilliant work by him. And the cleanup crew from Rubix will finish it off. That anchoring on that site was critical and brilliantly done. No expectation, bringing it to past the double digit of 1-1. Of 11. I don't know why I said 1-1. Steven mid, as the flash will pop out, trying to find That'll be Vibra on the other side. Doesn't find anyone but Rubik's. He's already inside apartments. And again, no expectation. Playing a bit aggressive here.
Roku playing an interesting angle. I'm assuming that's probably the anti-flash so that they don't get what happened before to happen again. Kind of countering their own plays from before, but Zenith! A beautiful headshot to take out Fremos. Nade flash, I guess, there, but Rubik's able to take out Vibra.
And again, this trigger rotation. They're just rotating as soon as someone dies on a site.
Oh no, both of them rotating.
That flash. If Ruka didn't throw that flash, he possibly could have got away with it. And the rotation is slowly coming back. Here we go. It seems to be B as the choice of site, but MASH is still pushing towards A. That's one player on site. And unfortunately, that's Zenith out in the open. And again, another easy plant for no expectation.
They just need to check the site, and then the bomb goes down. That's gonna be it looks like Sign has decided to do another save.
Again,
But
the
they
same
keep making the same early rotation mistake.
You are right in saying they are trigger happy in terms of their rotation choices. They need to just wait and just see what happens for a little bit. And the IGL who's making this call, I don't know who is the IGL for Signer, needs to be less trigger happy because he'll be the one making the call. And another round for the board. That'll be 13-7 for no expectation as they edge closer to winning this, well, not only winning this map, winning this game.
As counts will pick one head, which is Manuel, but Mockingbird doing the trade job, and it's another trade situation, 3v1, and it's Jay Slinger left to try and hold down the site, but does not do much. Dies and falls, and that's sixth round for My Revenge. Comeback play? Question mark.
Well, winning the pistol was essentially, well, quite essential for this game, and obviously now they can buy up. They've got 4 SMGs to make a lot of dollar. Only Ember on the AK. Vector going for the smart choice of full ecoing, and they can take a lot of damage from these nades. Actually, not too much. I mean, just skim it. But they are going to get aggressive, and this could be a massive massacre. Not too bad. Vectors do get 2 kills, but the rest of them do get mowed down, and they should save the AK. But they're not. Okay.
Bit of an odd choice, not save the AK. You know, you could save money there, boys. But either way, the MP7 I've noticed is out. You don't see that come out a lot.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's an odd choice. It's not really favoured. You want to go with a run and gun Mac 10 or the Super OP But yeah, it's an odd choice. And this time, well, we might see some action. Should see some action up close in B, but Couts double spray down, looking for 3, finds him as well. And the other 2 attacks, and My Revenge are shattered.
They are in the gutter situation, and I kind of want to see this ace unfold. Counts. Trying to see if he can get another person. Tally up his number of kills. He's already on 17 at the moment. With a 1.4 KD and a 95 ADR. So he's been working hard for the team. But so is Kronos, who's chilling on A site with 2 others. And the bomb, I don't know where this bomb's going to go. Because both sites... Yeah, both sites are not going to be easy to push on. They don't have utility to the extent they needed. They've only got 1 smoke, they got 1 flash, 2 mollies, and a nade. That's all they have. It seems like a lot, but to be honest, you'd probably need 2 flashes, 2 smokes.
Yeah, that would be ideal, definitely. Well, at least 2 smokes, because at this point, whichever they certainly take, it's going to be very awkward to... So, I hope they come up with some sort of solution to try shut Quasma down, but at this point, there isn't. They do find Nexus, and that is a good opening kill. But, well, Nexus, Quasma's still alive, and that's going to be a problem.
It's just a case of get your crosshairs onto Krasmik time. But look at where Krasmik is. He's playing in some different... He doesn't play in your standard positions. He's playing quite... I feel he likes the retake scenarios. So if he likes those, I'm going to see a bit of T-side play coming out from him. And that's Forest, taken down by Define. Define has found the Heaven position. There's a strong rotation that has happened, and Eki will not be able to capitalize of where Define was. But this is what I'm saying.
Oh, no,
He's a lurker. He's trigger discipline and he waits and gets 2. That will put his kill streak up as he's now put himself onto 18. Can he find 19 and 20 maybe?
We'll have to find out. He was mollied out, and then smoke does go down. He's still there, and he's lurking around, waiting to peek at the ideal time. Luxo's expecting it, but Frosty just gets tagged with the orb. Finished off by Luxo, and now it's Quasma. He doesn't actually get a kill, taken down by Luxo, and nice try from Quasma, but unfortunately the double kill isn't enough, and Elite...
Dafon have everyone left on their team, and it looks like they're starting to push onto this B site. Wumbo is going to spot one, take him down, try to get himself a second as well, but not enough bullets in his gun. The beautiful CZ.
The CZ, a very hard, I'd say a very hard weapon to wield. More hard.
Oh, and the Deagle. Morris able to get himself a second one, and now Wumbo and Morris a 1v2 situation. Anno the only one left on this team. This is quickly changed.
They've picked up weapons as well. This is going to favor them. And Morris is going to play aggressive, but doesn't do well as Anno down to both players under low HP. Whether they know that he's at low HP, no he doesn't. Because he could have just pulled out the pistol and just one-tapped him with a pistol.
Incredible save there from, I believe it was Anno.
That is a fake. A fake attempt. But what's that? Deadeye trying to push on site, but Barbie's going, what the hell are you doing? This push. A bit scrappy now. It's very scrappy from My Revenge. Players not unsure where they're rotating, and the rotation's long. It's not even short and quick, it's just a long rotation.
Their team play seems to be falling apart as the rounds go on. They seem to be getting the pressure, only having one round against Team Sina, a very strong team.
Strong team with high fragging players. Currently, ZF on 15, while Eco on 18. ZF are looking for another, but gets to the side as Crime will win this fight. This is going to knock down the blue yet. Another 2 players coming in. But it's now a retake. Zico with the AWP.
WRG in a great angle, though, able to take him down and mash a 1v2 situation.
Mash is capable of doing this, but 5 HP. Let's make a bit of a challenge, shall we? Maybe not. Crime taking down Mash, and that is an extra round for My Revenge. Maybe another 3 rounds, and My Revenge are in a better position. But
all it takes is those 3 rounds for them to have a really good chance at bringing this back.
Otherwise, no, you're looking at a very hard defeat. What he's coming to, but I'm not going to continue that reference. Either way. But can we talk about quickly and briefly the success of this new Cloud9 roster?
I haven't actually seen yet what it looks like.
It's the A. Is it?
Oh yeah, they picked up a tier 2 team, didn't they?
Yeah, and immediately they've already made it into the qualifiers for the Pro League. So congratulations to Cloud9 there. If you ever watch this, love me. Please can I be part of Cloud9?
Let me wrap the merch, guys.
Yeah, I photo shoot the merch all the time, may I just say. Either way, they've performed extremely well. The new roster is strong. And they've beaten teams like Complexity, MIBR, who are top tier teams, and they've put themselves in the top 20 once again. Brilliant position to be in, but the feeling I've got is when they redid their team, when Skadoodle left and all other players, and they reworked their team the first time after the major, so after like Skadoodle left and all, they had this great start, and they drew in the Blast Pro, but then they failed. They just went downhill. And now my worry is, yes, they've had success. They've qualified. They literally went through, didn't drop I think it was 2 games in that tournament. But the problem I fear is that they're going to run the same path. They're going to be good. They're going to be given this top 20 position in terms of teams of the world, but then they're going to go downhill. Of course, I don't want that as a Cloud9 fan, but I fear that is going to happen.
Well, if that's your belief, what do you think? What team do you think is going to put Cloud9 in their place if that does happen?
A team that's going to put them in a place. It's probably going to be some of the top tier teams because they are beating the second tier, tier teams. They are clearing those ones out fairly well and fairly convincingly. 16-10s, and they've had a couple of close counters against a team like brilliant players like Oboe and Shazam, but at the same time, it's I feel it's going to be a team like FaZe, maybe 100 Thieves that are going to give them that wake-up call of this is our level, and especially Astralis. If they come against Astralis and Team Liquid, then yeah, that's going to be the biggest wake-up call. But I also want to point out, so ex-Renegade Squad, which is now 100 Thieves, they've also really stepped up to the game as kind of a team. Would you agree?
I mean, I don't really watch too much of it, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. So I'm just kind of learning as you speak here.
No, I've been following since Cloud9 dropped their roster. The gap between they dropped the roster, I kind of formally raised the 100 Thieves flag. There we go. That's my confession. I raised the 100 Thieves flag in Counter-Strike, and to be honest, 100 Thieves, being an ex-Renegade Squad, they have been strong. They've come second in their last tournament. And they really showed a lot of potential in that. And to be honest, I'd say Oceana's to win their first major. And that would be a lovely sight to see, especially on 100 Thieves. Because they've had 100 Thieves and Org have had 2019. Some success, some failures. Their League of Legends hasn't been the strongest than what they hoped it to be. They had a Counter-Strike team, but immediately had to drop it. And then their COD team did perform well. They are a very strong team. They were considered like one of the best against Optic and people like that. They had to go through a loser bracket all the way up, but unfortunately failed at the last hurdle. So they've had some success, but they've also had their downs. So, and then also we have to take into account their content team is absolutely fantastic and spectacular. But their CS side, since they've brought Renegades, that they've been absolutely brilliant.
Interesting.
So, yeah. And I believe again, Doomsy's back. Doomsy is back. There we go, ladies and gents. I hope you've actually just general conversation there. That was actually quite a nice little segment.
Well, everyone in chat, if you didn't know any of that, I hope you've had a nice lesson today. Class is now out of session as we get straight back into this game.
Class dismiss, but stay watching the stream. We have a lot more Counter-Strike content to come this game at 6-3, hoping to be quite a close game, because let's be honest, Eris aren't faltering too much. Yes, they are behind, but they are showing potential. And Deadeye immediately, why the hell did you kill that chicken?
Not the chicken.
You've already made me... The chicken is life. You do not kill the chicken. You know the chicken will get revenge on you.
Oh, the boost! Crime able to stop it though, just seeing the leg.